Hello, hello, everybody. How's it going? All right. Ooh. Where are we here? I just woke up. It is Tuesday morning, January 24th, here in California time, 4:30 in the morning. Holy smokes! This is way too early. Such an ungodly hour for any of us. To be waking up. No, my mistake is give me a second. Let me double check that we are live on YouTube. My kids think that I play with phone all day. Okay, we are live. My mistake is that I took a night shift last night. I work and sometimes I work graveyard shift or night shift. I took half of a night shift last night from 6 to midnight. I should not have done that. I should have just taken the whole evening off from work. Um, and what happened was I only got about 3.5 hours of sleep, which is why I'm speaking to you really slowly right now because I'm half awake. I'm not fully awake right now. Oh, somebody's already in the chat. Jenny Mala says you NTR win. Okay, you are hoping for NTR win for at the Oscars. Right now, it's the nominations. It's not the the announcement of the winners yet. Why is there a black thing on the top right corner of my graphic here? Is the graphics bad? Okay, let me change the graphic here a little bit here. Give me a second. Maybe the graphic is not good here. Where is that green screen effects? So we are gonna be reacting to the nominations announcement. Okay, the Oscars ceremony itself to announce the winners will happen in March. Um, not this morning. But let me double. Why is there's something wrong with my graphic here? Okay, let me just. Unless that is part of the graphic. That is part of the graphic. Dang, I didn't know that there was a. Okay, okay. That kind of sucks that the black thing is part of the graphic. Okay, we're just gonna try to ignore that that is there. um. Okay, so let's see some of the questions here. A lot of NTR fans here. Again, to we are they are announcing the nominees. They're not announcing the winners today. So if you're hoping for NTR win, uh, we don't even know if he's gonna get nominated. Okay, so Kesaf asked, does the list of nomination went out? Okay, here's what. Okay, that's a valid question. So here's the answer. To you, Kesaf, and I'm opening my email right now. Can you see my email? Let me see if you get my email here. Boom. Nope. Okay. Boom. Okay, there you go. So, the ceremony will air on March 12th. So mark that on your calendar. Sunday, March 12th. That's the big day. Today, this morning, the reason I wake up this early in the morning, the reason that you all are here on the chat and live streaming with me, is to watch the announcement and the nominations announcement. And here's the email that I got from the Academy Motion Pictures of Science, Arts and Sciences, and I get emails from them all the time. Riz Ahmed and Allison Williams will host the announcement of the 95th Oscar nominations in all 23 Academy Award categories in a live presentation from the Academy Samuel Goldwyn Theater on Tuesday, January 24, which is right now, via global live stream on Oscars.com, Oscars.org, blah, 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 blah. I'll just select probably the YouTube or the Twitter. And it's going to be announced at 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. And that is an hour from now, less than an hour from now. So 5:30 a.m. There, Riz Ahmed and Allison Williams will show up. They'll come out, and they're gonna announce the first round of the categories: actor in supporting role, actress in supporting role, animated feature, animated short film, costume design, live action short film, makeup, hairstyle, music, original score, sound, writing, adapted, and original screenplays. And then they're gonna take a break, like a minute or two. And then by 5:41 a.m., they're gonna show up again. They're gonna go up on a stage or whatever, and they're gonna announce the second round of the nominations, and that include the categories of actor in leading role, actress in leading role, cinematography, directing, documentary feature film, documentary short film, film editing, international feature film, music, original song, best picture, production design, and visual effects. Excuse me, visual effects. So yeah, that's what's happening in less than an hour from now. Right now it's 4:37 a.m. So we got about 40 minutes to go till showtime. so okay, so let's talk a bit about um, if you watched the Golden Globe this past 2 weeks ago, and this is the list of the winners of the Golden Globes. Austin Butler beat Brendan Fraser. That was one of the shocks that night. I was like, really? Everybody was like, really? As good as Austin Butler was playing Elvis, really? He was better than Brendan Fraser, really? Um, so it's gonna be really interesting to see the showdown between Austin and Brendan at the Oscars. And I'm willing to bet that both of them will get nominated this morning. And that was one of the shockers at the Golden Globes. The other shockers was that Argentina 1985 beat RRR for foreign language film. Um, Unfortunately, RRR will not get nominated for Best Foreign Film at the Oscars because it was not India's official submission for the Oscars. It was not India's official entry film. I think India put in some other film for the Oscars. Whether or not that film gets nominated, that's also a question that we're gonna get the answer to this morning. So unfortunately, RRR will not get nominated for that category. But RRR might get nominated for Best Song, which they won Best Song at the Golden Globes, and they might get nominated for actor. You know, you're rooting for NTR. Who knows? Maybe NTR might get it, and they might get nominated for Best Picture. You know, the big category, the cream of the crop. Uh, that's a bit of a long shot. You know, I think RRR is a dark horse on that category. You know, I guess you could say not really on the list of all the critics and Oscar voters that they have in mind for Best Picture. But I'm not counting them out. Okay, I'm not ruling them out. I'm a big fan of RRR, so we'll see. We'll see. But those are the categories that they could get in for: actor, song, and Best Picture. The rest will be a long shot, like really really long shot. Like if you want to count them in for visual effects or director for Rajamouli, who knows? Who knows? Um, but the rest of the winners at the Golden Globes are pretty good indicators for who or which movie that's gonna win at the Oscars. Like for example, the showdown between Michelle Yeoh and Kate Blanchett for the actress. That's also a good prediction. Like it's gonna come down between either one of them for Best Actress. Okay, at the Oscars, it's either Michelle Yeoh or Kate Blanchett's gonna win. My money's on Kate Blanchett, but I would love it if Michelle Yeoh could surprise us and win the trophy. Who knows? Ke Huy Quan is gonna run with it. Okay, he's gonna win supporting actor. That's if Ke Huy Quan doesn't win Oscar, that's gonna be the shocker of the evening. The same with Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett's gonna win it. Angela Bassett, I'm sorry. And if Angela Bassett doesn't win it, at the Oscars, that's gonna be another shocker. But that's a pretty safe prediction. Pinocchio winning best animated and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see here. The Oscars doesn't have a musical or comedy category. You know, the Golden Globes kind of has that category just to have it a fair play level playing field for everybody. They want a lot of categories so everybody could come and dine with the HFPA. But there's no comedy musical category at the Oscars. But Banshees of Inisherin I think is gonna get nominated for Best Picture, um, and so will Colin Farrell for Best Actor. Mm. So let's get to the chat here. Harsha waiting for the junior NTR speech at the Academy. Virat Kohli, NTR will nominate for the Oscars for Best Actor category, and Junior NTR will win the Oscar. A lot of NTR fans today. Thank you for tuning in. Indie Phantom, all the way from China. Good day, sir. Good day to you too. Good day to you too. Thank you for tuning in. We've got 45 minutes to go till showtime, till the nominations. Right now it's 4:42 a.m. California time, and my head is groggy because I only had 3 hours of sleep. That was my mistake. So after the nominations announcement, I'm sure every headlines in the world will be commenting on the who gets in or who gets snubbed. You know, um, but while you're reading all those headlines, I'll be sleeping. I'll be trying to catch my sleep hours in the daytime. Indie Phantom says I'm rooting for Banshees, Babylon, Elvis, The Whale, and All Quiet on the Western Front. Fantastic, yes. I'm rooting for The Whale, definitely. The Whale, as you know, is my favorite. My number one, what I think was the number one best movie of 2022 this past year, The Whale. Um, the the number two on my list is Everything Everywhere All at Once. But The Whale was my favorite, definitely. I loved it. Let's see here. NTR will nominate for Best Actor category in Oscars. Junior NTR. Okay, I think you already commented this. Indie Phantom, Eddie Redmayne for supporting actor, or maybe Tom Hanks will get a nomination along with his Razzie. Yeah, let's check that out. Yesterday, Razzie released their nominations, and a lot of people, uh, Razzie nominations. A lot of people were criticizing Razzie yesterday because they nominated a 12-year-old girl, the star of Firestarter. So this is their nominees here for Worst Picture: Good Morning, Blonde, Pinocchio as in the Tom Hanks movie Pinocchio, not the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio. The King's Daughter, I think that was the Pierce Brosnan movie. Morbius. Okay, so that's Worst Picture of the Year. Worst Actor, can you guys see it? Let me make it bigger here. Worst Actor: Sylvester Stallone, Samaritan. Pete Davidson, Marmaduke. Machine Gun Kelly, Good Morning. Jared Leto, Morbius. Tom Hanks, Pinocchio. This is fair. So far so good, right? Like you watch, if you watch these movies, you're like, yeah, of course these guys deserve it. Worst actors: Diane Keaton, Mac and Rita, Ryan Kiera Armstrong. There you go. The 12-year-old Ryan Kiera Armstrong from Firestarter got nominated for Razzie for Worst Actress category. A lot of people were like shitting or hating on Razzie for nominating a 12-year-old girl. It's like, how dare you? She's 12 years old. You're ruining her self-esteem. She's only getting started in this business. That damn. But you know what? Sure, do whatever you can to shield her from this. I'm sure this will mess with her like I said, self-esteem. You don't want to you don't want that to happen. Protect her, shield her, whatever. Do whatever you can to make sure that she's not negatively affected or discouraged or disheartened from pursuing her acting career. Beyond Firestarter. Give her words of encouragement. Whatever you want, whatever you got to do. But at the same time, is it fair play? Yes, it's fair play. To me, it's fair play. There's no, you know, for as far as criticism goes, it's like, oh, that's below the belt. Like, oh, you can't go after child actors. Well, they're actors. They're in a movie. I think it's fair play. Um, it's not fair play if, for example, Razzie is going beyond nominating for Ryan Kiera. If Razzie was like bullying Ryan or like sending Ryan hate messages or whatever, that's too much. that's crossing the line. But I think as far as nomination, Razzie's doing what Razzie's doing. This is what they do. They're supposed to do this. So to expect them not to do this is like to expect water not to be wet. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Alicia Silverstone, The Wrecking, Bryce Dallas Howard, Jurassic World Dominion, Kaya Scodelario, The King's Daughter, Worst Supporting Actor, Evan Williams, Pete Davidson, Xavier Samuel, Tom Hanks, Matt's son. Tom Hanks in Elvis, was he bad? I don't know. I think it's arguable. I mean, he's playing the manager. Like, what can you expect? Like, unless you could blame it on the script, and Tom Hanks is just, Pinocchio was bad. The movie was bad. I don't know if Tom Hanks was bad as Geppetto. I don't know, but maybe that's arguable. Good worst screenplay: Good Morning, Blonde, Jurassic World Dominion, Pinocchio, Morbius. Worst director: Daniel Espinosa, Morbius, Judd Apatow, The Bubble, Robert Zemeckis, Pinocchio, Machine Gun Kelly, Good Morning, Andrew Dominic, Blonde, Matt's son, Good Morning. What the hell is Machine Gun Kelly doing? What's he has no business directing any movie. Okay. Let's see. Let's get to the chat real quick here. Indie Phantom. He has 2 Razzie nominations this year. Yes, Tom Hanks does. It's about 9 p.m. here in China. Wow, lucky you. Samuel Blachon from France. How are you, Samuel? Hi. Can you please tell me your name? My name is Vishnu Vardhan. Okay. You're asking for my name. You're on my YouTube channel and you're asking for my name. Come on now. You know my name. NTR is the first nominee of Oscars finale. We'll see. Samuel Blachon, RRR for Oscars. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, right? If RRR gets Best Picture, who knows? We'll definitely see. Right now it's 4:49, guys, so it's less than 40 minutes till showtime. Virat Kamli, India from India. Tanush's RR for Oscars. Blonde leads Razzies, but not for Ana de Armas. Yep. Second year for Razzie controversy. Last year they had the problem with Bruce Willis nominations. Yeah. See that last year too. Like I know Bruce Willis got nominated for like a gazillion Razzies. Like, as a Bruce Willis fan, it kind of hit me hard, But at the same time, I can see it objectively. I'm like, dude, he did star in those terrible movies. Like, you can't deny. Like, it's not like you could pretend. It's not like you can pretend like it didn't happen. Like, it happened. He did star in those. So what do you expect? Like, Razzie not to do what they do? Like, of course they would nominate Bruce Willis in all those categories. Virat, do I have to know about the interesting facts about NTR Jr.? Hey, if you want to post any interesting facts about NTR, by all means. The real Indie Phantom, the real problem with Firestarter was the script, but I think it's fair because they nominate child actors for Oscars, so fair play definitely. Exactly! Thank you. You took the word out of my mouth, Indie Phantom. Boom! best way to describe or to counter argue these criticism about the oh, how dare you nominate 12-year-old Razzie. Yeah, you nominate like 12-year-olds for Oscars. Like, come on now. Like, you're gonna say that it's not fair play? Of course, it's fair play. Harsha, are you from Hawaii? You look alike or Mexican. I'm from Indonesia. Indonesia. Okay, Jakarta, Indonesia. Which, by the way, was featured on this past The Last of Us episode 2. If you watched the last episode, The Last of Us. If you watched The Last of Us this past Sunday, you saw the flashback scene at the beginning. Jakarta, Indonesia. That's my homeland. I'm from there. Indie fandom. I liked Hanks in Elvis actually. Yeah, me too. I was like, but I get the dislike. Yeah. What is your name? You really want to? You are on Rama Screen Channel right now, and you're wondering what my name is. My name is Rama. Jeez. Surya RRR. Yes. Okay. So right now it's 4:52. Okay, so let's get to Razzies again. While we're waiting. Okay, again, guys, 5:30 a.m. is what we're waiting for. Less than 40 minutes now. Riz Ahmed and Allison Williams will show up, and I will be showing you their footage live. I'm gonna pick YouTube. You know, it's gonna be the easiest here. 5:30, they're gonna announce the first round of the categories, and then they're gonna take a quick break, and then 5:41 a.m. they're gonna show up again, and they're gonna announce the second round of the categories of the Oscars nominations. That's what's happening this morning, if you're wondering. But here you go again. Razzie nominations. Razzie for Worst Supporting Actress, Mira Sorvino. Yes. Oh my God, Lamborghini movie was terrible. Fan Bing Bing, the 355, King's Daughter. Yes. Lorraine Bracco, Pinocchio, Adria Arjona, Morbius, Penelope Cruz, the 355. Oh, the 355 was terrible. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Worst screen combo, the next 365 days. By the way, the first 365 days was kind of steamy. I like. It was dumb. The movie was dumb, but it was very, very. It was a steamy erotic thriller. Good Morning, Machine Gun Kelly, Matsan, Blonde, Andrew Dominic, Blonde, 365 Days, This Day, Elvis, Tom Hanks. Worst prequel, remake, ripoff, sequel. The Next 365 Days, Blonde, 365 Days, This Day, Jurassic World Dominion, Pinocchio, Firestarter, okay. And that's it. You're right. Is Blonde terrible? Is Blonde terrible? And as you can see here, Anna de Armas did not get nominated for the Razzie. I don't know, bro. I thought Blonde was just okay. I know a lot of people hated Blonde because he was such a. I think some of the most of the criticism that I've read about Blonde is that it's like it treated Marilyn Monroe like like she's in a like she's in a like she's a lamb in a slaughterhouse. You know, that's what the movie was. They describe it as Marilyn Monroe being a lamb in a slaughterhouse. All these men is just exploiting her, taking advantage of her. You know, these directors in town, one after the next, come, you know, and just like they just take benefits and like take advantage of her. Like all these lovers that come along, and I get it, but at the same time, that was kind of her life. You know, that in a nutshell, a very tragic and very sad life. If the movie had depicted her life to be something else, then it would not have been a fair depiction. It would not have been an accurate depiction. I think the film really wanted to go there because she was there. She did experience all those stuff. Unfortunately for her, of course. A lot of people are like, leave Marilyn Monroe alone, please leave Marilyn Monroe, let her rest in peace. And that argument has been said many times about a lot of public figures. When a movie or a biopic come out about them, they're like, why is this necessary? Leave the guy alone, leave the girl. But back to my point about the 12-year-old fire starter actress, like, it's still fair play. Like, if you're a public figure and somebody else wants to make a biopic out of you, like, dude, you're the one who put yourself. You're a public figure. Like, you're not, you know. I mean, like, you're a historical icon. Like, it, I think it's fair play, man. If somebody wants to tell a story about you, unless you put a clause in somewhere in your state, like, no movie can ever be made about me. Again, it's fair play. And artists have various interpretations. They have different take on somebody's life. If, for example, 5 years from now, or a filmmaker wants to make another movie about Marilyn Monroe, and it's gonna be a musical, and it's gonna be rainbow and sunshine, then that's that filmmaker's prerogative. You know, you can, people are gonna say, no, leave Marilyn Monroe alone, but it's the filmmaker's prerogative. You can't ban or stop that filmmaker from doing that, because that's his interpretations, that's his take, that's his version, that's how he interprets Marilyn Monroe's life. So again, I don't know, man. I never get that argument as like, leave the guy alone. I never get that argument. Like, what, you want filmmakers not to make films? Is that what it is? You want artists not to make art? Like, you want people not to interpret life? You just want that to stop at all? Like, I don't get that argument. I never get that argument. So anyway, let's get to the chat here. Right now it's 4:58. We got 30 minutes left to go. Samuel Blashon, the politic in Blonde is awful. The politic. There's politics in Blonde. I only saw it once. Maybe you can elaborate, Samuel. What are the politics in the movie Blonde that you may have picked up when you watched the movie? I Indie Phantom said I would say 2.5 out of 5 for Blonde. I didn't hate it for sure. It was based on a decent book. I didn't dislike it for the reason that most did. I like the dark aspect in the camera work. Yes, the cinematography was pretty cool, pretty awesome in Blonde. Indie Phantom, Brendan Fraser for Best Actor. I have not seen Tar, but Blanchett seems the favorite. Tar, not my favorite movie last year. I didn't review it. I was so busy, but I didn't watch it. But she did deserve. She does deserve all the accolades that she's been getting. Kate Blanchett already has 2 Oscars, I believe, right? For The Aviator and Blue Jasmine. And so if she wins this year, it's going to be her 3rd Oscar win. And she's going to join the likes of Meryl Streep, because Meryl Streep has 3 Oscars win. And so all these other guys that have 3 Oscars. I think Jack Nicholson also has 3 Oscars, I believe. Daniel Day-Lewis also has 3 Oscars. So she's going to be joining that group if she wins this year. Raul Reynolds is here. My prediction: Best Actress Michelle Yeoh, supporting Angela Bassett, actor Austin Butler, supporting actor Ke Huy Quan, Best Film Everything Everywhere, and Best Director Cameron. Cool. That's a pretty solid prediction there. It's interesting that you picked Austin Butler over Brendan Fraser, but that's your prediction. That's your prediction. Blonde is sort of a fictional representation of Marilyn, Joyce Carol Oates' book. Yeah, it is. It is based on the book, and people say it's not accurate. But I don't know, man. I haven't read the book, but from all the things I've heard about Marilyn Monroe's life, it was a pretty sad and tragic life. I'm not talking about her career. She had a pretty illustrious career. But life-wise, I think maybe the book kind of exaggerated a lot of the parts to make it even more tragic than it actually was. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But thinking about people like Marilyn Monroe just made me sad because I mean, even the way she died, it was like you could like wow. You wonder like for somebody or a girl who supposedly on the top of the world, she's blonde, she's an iconic, she's a bombshell, she's a sex symbol. For her to die in such a way, like I don't know, a lot of what Marilyn Monroe life, not career, um, has the way I've seen or read, not the book that what the movie was based on. It just gave me the impression of a tragic character. But that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you say that the book is fiction, meaning maybe the life is not as tragic as the book made it out to be. Maybe the life is not as sad as the movie made it out to be, and that's fair play. But even before the book, even before the movie, I've always considered Marilyn Monroe as like when I see her picture or I see any footage of her, it's like man, there's sadness in that girl. There's something that made me feel sad for her when I see her. Um, Simon Blashon, Blonde is pro-life movie. Yes. Oh, thank you for reminding me of that, Samuel. Yes, I think I mentioned that in my review. Yes, it was very anti-choice. Definitely, it's a very. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that aspect of that movie. Yeah, it does have that politics definitely. And it was very brazen about it, right? It was very brazen about how it wanted to tell you like, oh, abortion is bad because she wanted to like put her career first, right? Remember that? Um, and it was just it was in many ways the movie was telling you. I think there were several scenes where like if you do this, you're killing the baby, or like stuff like that. It was very brazen. I think it was not subtle in its political messages. You are correct. Thank you for bringing that up, Samuel. Yes, the politics definitely bug a lot of people as well about the movie. On top of everything else. Um, wow, totally forgot about that aspect. Thank you. This is why I got you guys, man. This is why I got you guys. Um, Raul Reynolds drawing. I wish Viola Davis will get nominated for the Woman King. I wish too, but she's not. I think there hasn't been a buzz around her for that, and there has not been a trajectory. Like meaning like the Golden Globes, the SAG, and I think the other awards, the Critic Choice. None of these other awards or critic circles have been nominating Viola Davis. So if she gets nominated for Oscars this morning, it would be a surprise. It would be out of like left corner. Like nobody expects that at all. Um, Joshan Griffith, cool. Yeah, what up, Joshan? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I apologize if I didn't, but I'm glad you're joining us this morning. Samuel Tar is released tomorrow here. Oh, really? Okay. Awesome, awesome. You'll get to see it. Virat, a big fan of RRR. Did you watch RRR? Yes, I did. I did. Many, many times. Indie Phantom, do you think RRR makes it into best pick? I think it will. You know what? That's my hope. It's a bit of a long shot. RRR is. Excuse me, I had to drink. I'm thirsty. It's a bit of a long shot, but I'm hoping. And if RRR gets nominated for Best Picture category, which is the cream of the crop, I would be celebrating like the rest of you will. I'll be like, yeah, that's awesome. Woohoo! Um, whether or not it's gonna win, that's of course, again, it's a long shot. But nominations wise, it may have a shot. It may have a chance. We'll see. We'll see. We are now at 5:05. Less than 30 minutes to go till showtime. Once again, for those of you who just tuned in, 5:30 a.m. Riz Ahmed and Allison Williams will come out. and we'll be announcing the first round of the categories, and they're gonna have a bathroom break in between. They're gonna come back 5:41 a.m. and they're gonna announce the second round of the categories, second round of the nominations. Raw Reynolds, I enjoyed Mrs. Harris Go to Paris. Also amazing movie. I haven't seen that one, so I'll take your word for it, Raw. Best song will go to Natu Natu RRR. Best animated Puss in Boots, and best makeup for Blonde. Best animated. I gotta go. I gotta agree with you, Raw. I love Puss in Boots, so I'm with you there. I'm championing. I'm rooting for Puss in Boots. The Last Wish, but Raw. We all know that unfortunately, I think best animated feature is gonna go to Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Not the Pinocchio on Disney Plus. That's terrible. But Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio on Netflix. I think it's gonna win best animated feature. Unfortunately, I said unfortunately because I want Puss in Boots to win. You know, um, does Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio deserve it? Yes, they do. Yes, it does. If you've seen the movie on Netflix, it's fantastic. But I'm with you. I'm still keeping my hope for Puss in Boots. We'll see. We'll see. But Natu Natu, best song, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna win it. Virat, yes, my best pick is RRR. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Virat, oh, Raw is replying to Virat. My fave Bollywood director, Sanjay. Why is he not submitting his amazing movies to the Oscar? Uh, well, that's a good question. Well, again, guys, for best foreign film or best international film, the country submits the film. The film department of that country submits the film. Indonesia submit their film. India submit their film. Canada submit their film. So it's not up to the filmmaker per se. And unfortunately, India's submission for the Oscars this year is not RRR. So for best international film, RRR will not be in that category. Unfortunately, that's the case. Virat replied to Raul, yes, he is outstanding director, referring to Bollywood director Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Jashawn Griffith, yeah, hell yeah, it's right. Okay, cool. I guess I pronounced it correctly. Jashawn. Raul says, who do you think that will get snubbed this year? We have every year a snub list, and who will be surprised by a nom? I hope Sadie Sink will get a surprise nom for The Whale. I hope Sadie Sink gets nominated as well. Sadie Sink, I don't think she got nominated for Golden Globes for Best Supporting Actress. But I'm hoping that Sadie Sink and Hong Chow will get nominated. If you've seen The Whale, the two powerful performances next to Brendan Fraser were Hong Chow and Sadie Sink. And for whatever reason, Golden Globes did not nominate Hong Chow and Sadie Sink. Although that lady from Triangle of Sadness, that Filipino lady, she was amazing in Triangle of Sadness. So she does. I hope she gets nominated for Oscars as well this morning. But I want some room for Hong Chow and Sadie Sink, in that big five. We'll see. Of course, as you know, Angela Bassett will win it. The momentum is with her, just like the momentum is with Ke Huy Quan for Best Supporting Actor. So Angela and both Angela and Ke Huy Quan have this in the bag. Basically, they already have this in the bag. Everybody else are just gonna get in. Everybody else is gonna just be happy that they get invited. You know what I'm saying? That they get nominated. Samuel S.S. Rajamouli should be nominated for Best Director. Oh yeah. I would be happy about that. Yes. Raul Reynolds, Tom Cruise surprise nom for Maverick. Oh, you know what, Raul? Maverick. Maverick will get nominated for Best Picture. I can guarantee you that. I think if it doesn't, it'll be the shocker this morning. But Top Gun Maverick will get nominated for Best Picture. Whether or not Tom Cruise will get nominated for Best Actor, I gotta be honest with you. That's a long shot. All right, that's a long shot. When I watched Top Gun Maverick, and I've watched it a couple of times, I love the movie, man. I love the movie. That's why I watch it many times. But it never, when I watch it, it never struck me as like, oh my god, that's Best Actor right there, Tom Cruise. Like he gave a Best Actor performance worthy of Best Actor. It never struck me. It never gave me that impression when I watched the movie. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Oscar voters will see differently about that. We'll see. Uh, Allison is the actress from Megan and Get Out, right? Yes, that is correct. She's the actress from Megan and Get Out. Um, Samuel, did you watch Triangle of Sadness? For me, the movie will have three noms: Best Original Screenplay, Best Actor Supporting Role, and Best Picture. Yes, I did. I think screenplay and supporting actors, the Filipino lady, are more likely for Triangle of Sadness. Best Picture, we'll see. We'll see. I think they're gonna have only 10 nominees this year for Best Picture. We'll see if they can squeeze Triangle of Sadness in there. Uh, Jashawn says yes. The Last Wish or Netflix Pinocchio for Best Animated Feature. Yes. Samuel, Best Original Score. I hope a nom for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Babylon. Yes, Babylon is definitely the music. I okay, you know me, right? I hated Babylon. If you love Babylon, that's fine, but I hated that movie. But I think one thing that you and I can agree on is that the music was excellent, and it's the music, especially the voodoo song that Justin Hurwitz did. That score sticks in your head, man. It stays in your head long after the end credits roll. It's still playing like like oh man, it's fantastic, fantastic. So uh, I think Justin Hurwitz will get nominated this morning, and I think he will win it for and this is gonna be his second Oscar win because I think the last Oscar that he won was for La La Land. Um, Raul Reynolds, Pinocchio was amazing, but his Halloween special was not my favorite. Oh, the Halloween special, the Cabinet of Curiosity. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fair play. If you don't like it, that's fine. Um, Raul, Indonesia makes the best horror movies, Rama. I would like to see a Sundel Belong James Wan movie. Indonesia, that's my country. Oh, yay! If you saw The Last of Us this past Sunday, episode 2, Indonesia was featured, and one of my country's legends, Christine Hakim, she played the mycologist, the fungi expert on that episode. Oh, she was amazing on that flashback scene. Very fantastic, fantastic performance on Last of Us. So very proud of Christine Hakim. Very proud that Jakarta, Indonesia was featured. And you're right, Raul. My country does make a lot of horror movies and fantastic ones too. And Indonesia also makes great action films. Pencak Silat is our martial arts. Uh, Raul Reynolds, have you seen The Last of Us? Indonesia? Yeah. Obviously, you missed out on my The Last of Us live stream reaction. I did speak about that this past Sunday. So Indonesia was featured there definitely. Sati Babu, Best Actor NTR. A lot of NTR fans here. Aisha Jones, hey, welcome, 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 Aisha Jones. Thanks for tuning in. My fellow awards fan, acting winners Brennan, Kate, Cahew, and Angela. Uh, that's fair play. That's good prediction. Brennan, Kate, Cahew, and Angela. I think it's still gonna be a toss up between Kate and Michelle. I'm hoping Michelle Yeoh will surprise us, but I think safe prediction is Kate, definitely. Yes. Iron Boy Wonder, The Batman at the BAFTA are nominated for Best Makeup, Production Design, Visual Effects, also Cinematography. Yes, that's right. Best Actor NTR. Yes. RR Best Picture. A lot of RR fans this morning. And after a while saying RRR, it's just my tongue gets numb. Like I have to drink water like every other 5 minutes. Like RRR. Raw Reynolds' best scene Maverick was the funeral scene when Cruz was sobbing. That was an amazing movie. By the way, it is an amazing movie, definitely. Not sure if that scene is enough for Tom Cruise to get nominated. I'm still iffy about that, but we'll see. We'll see. NTR again, RRR from Virat. Virat is definitely championing it, RRR. Aisha Jones, I'm predicting All Quiet on the Western Front to lead all films with 10 or 11 nods. Wow, that's a bold prediction. That's a lot of nominations for All Quiet on the Western Front. I'm just hoping All Quiet on the Western Front to get nominated for Best International Film from Germany. But you're saying that it deserves 10 or 11 nominations? That's a lot. That's a lot. Hey, but that's the horse you're betting on this race. That's fine. Yelisetti, Best Actor, NTR, Junior, RRR. Are you support NTR, Junior? Do I support NTR? I love RRR movie, and I would love it if NTR gets nominated. But I think you guys have bigger support for NTR than I do, and that's totally fine. But I'm not hating on NTR. Okay, I don't hate him at all. I think he's a fantastic actor. If he gets nominated this morning, hey, I'm as happy as you are. Sati Babu, I've been waiting for Best Actor NTR. Okay, a lot of NTR fans. Siddharth Hugh Jackman chance for The Sun. I gotta be honest with you guys. I did not watch The Sun. I missed out on The Sun. If you've seen The Sun, what do you think? Do you think Hugh Jackman deserves to get nominated this morning? Siddharth obviously thinks so. But you tell me if you've seen The Sun. I haven't seen The Sun. That's one of the movies that I missed out this past year, unfortunately. Sachin RRR deserve to be nominated 2-3 categories, but can't predict Oscars. We'll definitely have to see it. This morning is the nominations. Akila Gunta, NTR Best Actor Award. Samuel Blashon. It would be Justin Hurwitz's third Oscar win because he also won Best. Oh, okay, you're right. I apologize. So he did win for score and song for La La Land. So it'll be his third Oscar win. Thank you for the correction. Is there any chance, Maha? Is there any chances for Indian movie Kantara? I don't know. Is that the movie that India submitted for the Oscars? If it's not the movie that India submitted for the Oscars, then the answer is no. But one thing for sure, India's submission for the Oscar is not RRR. So unfortunately, RRR is not going to get Best International Film category. Sachi, Mr. Raman, what's your honest reaction to the chances of RRR, the most talked about film in the last few days? I mentioned this earlier. If you guys just tuned in, the chances for RRR for the nominations this morning would be Best Song, possibly Best Actor, but that's a long shot, and Best Picture. The cream of the crop category. So those are the three chances for RRR. But the likeliness to happen for RRR is Best Song. The one that won Best Song also at the Golden Globes. NTR, a lot of NTR fans this morning. Raul here, just question about outside the Oscar team. When will there be a new trailer for Little Mermaid? Will they have some amazing trailers during the Super Bowl? They will have some amazing trailers during the Super Bowl. It's a tradition every Super Bowl. We're gonna get new trailers, but it's more like it's not trailers because trailers are like 2 minutes. It's more like TV spot or teasers, like because Super Bowl or NFL, I should say, or CBS, I should say. CBS is the one that airs Super Bowl. They charge a lot of money for advertisement. For like 5 seconds, it will be costing you in the millions of dollars if you want to place advertisement, including teasers, because teasers is part of advertisement. You're promoting your movie. It costs studios millions of dollars to place teasers in the Super Bowl. So we'll see which studios that will be willing to, you know, uh, spew out money for Super Bowl teasers. But there will be some definitely. Will one of them be the Little Mermaid? We'll see. But you know what? I think something like the Little Mermaid. It's a walking advertisement. The movie doesn't need a lot of big promotion because everybody just wants to see not just live action Ariel, but the fact that they're curious about this casting of this girl who doesn't look like Ariel in the cartoon. That's already costing. That's not costing. That's already causing word of mouth without having to make spew out millions of dollars for a Super Bowl teaser. I think a lot of people are already anticipating the Little Mermaid without it being part of Super Bowl. Anyway, let's see here. Aisha Jones has seen The Sun. All right, so Aisha says The Sun was awful, but Hugh was good in it. It's one of those movies, right? It's one of those movies like Aisha Jones brought up a good point here. Do you guys remember that movie, The Iron Lady, back in 2011 about Margaret Thatcher? Remember that? Meryl Streep won her third Oscar for that role. Her performance was amazing, but the movie stunk. I hated that movie. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens when the movie is terrible, but the performance stands out. Sometimes that happens. And a lot of people are saying that about The Whale. I love The Whale, but a lot of people hate The Whale. But they said the same people that hate The Whale. They said, but Brandon was good in it. So the Whale to them, The Whale sucks, but Brandon's performance deserves Oscar. So sometimes that happens. So thank you, Aisha. Again, a lot of NTR fans this morning. Oh, guys. Okay, it's 5:24 a.m. 5:24 a.m. Again, 5:30 is the go time. So let's open up. Okay. So Oscar's YouTube channel right here. Oh, how do I? Well, okay, go. All right, all right, okay. Woo! 6 minutes to go, man. 6 minutes to go. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Here it is. Oh, look, it says 24,531 people are waiting. Okay, let's see about their Twitter channel though. Because they're also announcing it on all their social media platform. See, okay, so you know what? We're just gonna pick one. Okay, which one do we want to go with? Let's go with the YouTube channel. Okay, so we can view it on big screen as well. Why is there a notification on my? Oh, somebody also reacting. All right, so a lot of RRR fans here. I want to get to some of you guys. Thanks for tuning in. NTR, Jai NTR. All right, all right. I'm loving the enthusiasm from India. India, thank you so much for tuning in. Raul Reynolds, I hope Rihanna gets nominated for Lift Me Up Wakanda Forever. This is Riri comeback year, new music and Super Bowl as she promised. Yes, that would be fantastic. We'll definitely have to see that. Iron Boy Wonder. Predictions for 2023 or 2024: Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 and 2 could get nominated for Best Picture. Everything goes right well because the finale saga. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. You know, the Oscars are never too big on action film, but Top Gun Maverick is action drama, and it was very well done this past year. So it's very rare that we get to see any action stuff nominated for Best Picture category. Uh, Jay Sean Griffith. Oh yeah, Avatar 2. Yeah, I love Avatar: The Way of Water. I don't know if you guys. So I agree with Jay Sean. You know what? Yes, it should get nominated for Best Picture. Avatar 2. I totally agree. Um, after okay. Um, Shashin, let's hope Alive, not to performance makes the Hollywood biggest realize why he won Best Original Song. Also hoping it steals the show. Yes. um, Iron Boy Wonder. After all, it I felt Furiosa George Miller could replicate the same suspect like Mad Max Fury Road. That is excellent sci-fi action movie with excellent cinematography. All right, yeah, I am looking forward for I am looking forward to Furiosa. It's gonna be a great movie, hopefully. A lot of NTR fans here. Have you watched RRR? Yes, I have. Which character do you like, NTR or Sharon? If I have to pick between the two, I like NTR's performance better than Ram Charan in that movie. Especially that whipping scene though, when NTR got whipped, man, that was very powerful performance right there. Um, okay, 527. Okay, Aisha Jones. Oh my God, the Iron Lady was so bad, but yes, then Meryl deserved that Oscar, right? Right? Oh my God, the Iron Lady was a terrible movie. Oh my God. Uh, oh my God, 528. Here you go. Here you go. Everybody, get excited. Woo! Excited, people. Excited. Make it bigger. Yeah. Woo! That means filler to the music. You know what? Let me refresh this. Make sure that we are the same exact time. Okay. We are. If you're wondering why I'm wearing the jacket right now, because it's freezing here. But here, Arsenal! Arsenal! Our team are gonna win the Premier League! Woohoo! Come on, you Gunners! Woohoo! Okay, Oscars. Why are we cutting to black? Show footage.
Live from Beverly Hills, California, please welcome the president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, Janet Yang.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Oscars nominations announcement. It is so exciting to be back live once again to kick off the official countdown to the 95th Oscars on March 12th. For nearly a century now, the Oscars has been the most esteemed celebration of movies in the world. It is a chance for us to showcase the very best films of the past year and for global movie fans to come together as we shine a spotlight on artists working on both sides of the camera. Every year, nominees in most categories are chosen by their peers. Actors nominate actors. Film editors vote for the best edited movies of the year, and so on. But the final and most anticipated award, Best Picture, is chosen by the entire Academy membership. That's around 10,000 filmmakers and artists living and working in over 80 countries. And now, to present the nominees, here are today's hosts. 2022 Oscar winner Riz Ahmed and the star and executive producer of Megan, Allison Williams.
Good morning, everybody. We've been awake all night getting ready for this moment. And we're so excited, so honored, so over-caffeinated to reveal the nominations for the 95th Oscars.
Good morning, everybody. Riz, I am so happy to be here with you. You've been nominated twice, and you won an Oscar last year. So I just wanted to know, did you watch this both of those times?
I did watch it, yeah, but I didn't wake up to watch it. And the reason for that is I never really fell asleep in the first place. There was just a lot of anticipation. And I know there's a lot of people who can't wait for us to get started. So without further ado, here are the nominees for performance by an actress in a supporting role. Angela Bassett in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Hong Chow in The Whale. Kerry Condon in The Banshees of Inisherin.
She deserves it. She deserves it. That's a great movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And Stephanie Hsu in Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Next are the nominees for Achievement in Costume Design. Babylon. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Elvis. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Deserve it, deserve it.
And Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris.
Well deserved.
Riz, given the extraordinary sound design on your film, Sound of Metal, why don't you take this next category?
Got it. Well, here are the nominees for Achievement in Sound. All Quiet on the Western Front. Avatar, The Way of Water.
I love that movie.
The Batman. Elvis. And Top Gun Maverick.
Next up, here are the nominees for Achievement in Music, Original Score. All Quiet on the Western Front. Babylon.
Yes. Of course.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Interesting.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Okay.
And The Fabelmans.
Okay, John Williams, of course.
And now we have the first of the two award categories that honor writers. The first is Adapted Screenplay. The nominees are All Quiet on the Western Front. Screenplay by Edward Berger, Leslie Patterson, and Ian Stokell.
It's a good movie.
Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery. Written by Ryan Johnson. Living, written by Kazuo Ishiguro. And Top Gun Maverick, Screenplay
Whoa!
by Aaron Kruger and Eric Warren Singer,
screenplay.
and Christopher McQuarrie. Story by Peter Craig and Justin Marks.
Interesting.
And Women Talking.
Oh, I love Women Talking.
Screenplay by Sarah Polley.
Such a good movie.
And here are the nominees for original screenplay.
Okay.
The Banshees of Inisherin, written by Martin
course.
McDonough.
No surprise there. No surprise there.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, written by Daniel Kwan and
yep.
Daniel Scheinert. The Fabelmans, written by Steven Spielberg and Tony Kushner. Tar, written by Todd Field.
Tar's okay.
And Triangle of Sadness, written by Ruben
Oh,
Östlund.
there you go. There you go, Samuel. Triangle of Sadness.
Now, it's with great pleasure that I get to announce this year's nominees for Best Live Action Short Film.
For which he won the Oscar for, I think.
An Irish Goodbye. Ifalu. Les Pupilles. Night Ride. And The Red Suitcase. Up now, the nominees for Best Animated Short Film. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse.
All right.
The Flying Sailor. Ice Merchants. My Year of Dicks.
What's happening? What's happening?
And an ostrich told me the world is fake and I think I believe it.
I need to watch that. That's a great title. I need to watch that.
No comment. Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a supporting role.
All right, here we go, guys.
Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin.
Woo!
Brian Tyree Henry in Causeway.
Wow, Brian Tyree Henry.
Judd Hirsch in The Fabelmans.
Of course.
Barry Keoghan in The Banshees of Inisherin.
Wow, Barry got in. Holy crap.
And Ki Hui Kwan in Everything, Everywhere.
Of course, Kwan's going to win it. Okay, Kwan's going to win. But that is some interesting
Liz,
list.
this is a delight. I don't want this to end. I have to say it's much easier working with you than Megan. She is tricky.
Yeah, I know, but she's not around, is she? You promised me that she wouldn't be around? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'd get freaked out by
No, we should be good. We're good.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, we'll be right back because in just a few minutes we've got more nominee announcements coming up.
Yeah, take a break, guys. Holy smokes! Woo! Hong Chow! Hong Chow, you guys! What did I tell you? She's gonna get nominated. Oh, of course, Angela Bassett. Of course, Angela Bassett. Angela deserves all the winning victory this year. But I'm just happy that Hong Chow is now an Oscar nominee. And like I said, it's a single whale with 2 strong performances next to Brandon Fraser. Hong Chow and Sadie Sink. I'm sad that Sadie Sink did not get nominated. But you know what? Sadie Sink is like, what, freaking 20 years old? she's gonna get plenty of chances in the future, right? She's gonna get plenty of roles. She'll be fine. Okay, Sadie Sink will get other Hong Chow getting nominated. Like, this happened. I interviewed Hong Chow on the red carpet a few years ago. I'll show you guys that after this whole. I'm just so happy. I've been a big fan of her. It's amazing. So look at the chat here. I remember Glass Onion. Glass Onion helped me with great joy. Of course, champion. Well, guys, accident. Okay? That's on the second round. Barry Keoghan. Oh my God, Barry Keoghan now is an Oscar nominee. You know what? I love his performance in The Banshees of Inisherin, but I never thought it was award-worthy, you know? Something thought it was going to be Oscar nominee sort of quality, but apparently the Oscar voters think so. They're like, wow, cool. Raul Reynolds drawing, oh my god, Queen Ramonda nom is in, first Marvel actor getting nominated. Yeah. I'm happy for her as well. A lot of the other comments here are just RRR, 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 NTR, RRR, NTR. Or we'll have to definitely see. All right. Woo! That was excellent. Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh my God, Jamie Lee Curtis got nominated. Wow. Oh. The legendary Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm so happy for her. Of course, Angela will win. But you know, we're just happy, you know, for these what's that companies on channel. Oh, okay. Go.
Welcome back live from the Academy's headquarters in Beverly Hills, where Riz and I are revealing the nominees for the 95th Oscars.
Now, earlier we announced 9 categories. Coming up now are the final 14, including Best Picture.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Music Original Song. Applause from Tell It Like a Woman. Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick.
Lady Gaga got nominated again.
Lift Me Up from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Rihanna gets an Oscar nomination.
Natu from RRR.
Woo! Natu! Yay!
And This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All right. Natu's in.
Now, next up, the nominees for Best Documentary Feature Film.
I haven't seen any of these.
All That Breathes.
All That Breathes.
All the Beauty and the Bloodshed.
All the Beauty and Bloodshed. I need to see it.
Fire of Love. A House Made of Splinters. And Navalny.
And here are the nominees for Best Documentary Short Film. The Elephant Whisperers. Haul Out. How Do You Measure a Year? The Martha Mitchell Effect. And Stranger at the Gate.
Here are the nominees for Best International Feature Film.
Oh, here we go, guys.
All Quiet on the Western Front, Germany. Argentina, 1985, Argentina. Close, Belgium.
Close, I haven't seen
EO, Poland. And The Quiet Girl, Ireland.
There we go.
Here are the nominees for Best Animated Feature Film. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Which I think is going to win.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes Off. Puss in Boots, The Last
Yay!
The Sea Beast. And Turning Red.
Right.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling. All Quiet on the Western Front. The Batman.
Yes, the Batman.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Oh, yeah!
Elvis. And The Whale.
Oh, yeah, the whale. Turning Brendan into like 500 pound person.
Here are the nominees for Achievement in Production Design.
Why is it quiet there?
All Quiet on the Western Front. Avatar, The Way of Water.
Woohoo! Avatar 2!
Babylon. Elvis. And The Fabelmans.
Yes.
The nominees for Achievement in Film Editing are The Banshees of Inisherin. Elvis. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Right.
Tar. And Top Gun, Maverick.
Yeah.
Next up, the nominees for Achievement in Cinematography. All Quiet on the Western Front. Bardo, False Chronicle and a Handful of Truths. Elvis, Empire of Light, and Tar.
Empire of Light, really? The Batman
And
should have
now,
been in there.
achievement in visual effects. All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yes.
Avatar, The Way of Water.
Woo!
The Batman.
Yes.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And Top Gun, Maverick. It's time for our final four awards. Here are the nominees for performance by an actor in a leading role.
There you go.
Austin Butler in Elvis.
Yes.
Colin Farrell in The Banshees of
Of
Inisherin.
course, of course.
Brendan Fraser in The Whale.
Yeah.
Paul Mescal in After Sun.
Wow, Tabasco, huh? Interesting.
And Bill Nye in Living.
Whoa, Paul Mescal got in. Holy smokes.
And now the 5 nominees for performance by an actress in a leading role.
There you go, guys.
Kate Blanchett in Tar. Ana de Armas in Blonde.
Yes.
Andrea Riseborough in To Leslie.
Wow. I haven't seen that movie yet.
Michelle Williams in The Fabelmans.
Wow.
And Michelle Yeoh in Everything.
Yes.
Just 2 categories remain. The first is achievement in directing, and the nominees are Martin McDonagh, The Banshees of Inisherin. Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Steven Spielberg, The Fabelmans.
Yes.
Todd Field, Tar. And Ruben Östlund, Triangle of Sadness.
Oh, wow. Look at that, Samuel. That directing.
And now the final category. Here are the 10 nominees for Best Motion Picture of the Year.
All Quiet on the Western Front,
Whoa,
Malte
yeah.
Brunert, producer.
Avatar, The Way of Water. James Cameron and John Landau, producers.
The Banshees of Inisherin, Graham Broadbent, Pete Chernine, and Martin McDonagh, producers.
Elvis, Baz Luhrmann, Catherine Martin, Gail Berman, Patrick McCormick, and Skylar Weiss, producers.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Daniel Kwan, Daniel Scheinert, and Jonathan Wong, producers.
The Fabelmans, Christy McCosco-Krieger,
Love it.
Steven Spielberg, and Tony Kushner, producers.
Tar, Todd Field, Alexandra Milchan, and Scott Lambert, producers.
Top Gun Maverick, Tom Cruise, Christopher McQuarrie, David Ellison, and Jerry Bruckheimer, producers.
Triangle of Sadness, Eric Hemmendorf and Philippe Gobert, producers.
There you go. Triangle of Sadness, Samuel.
And Women Talking,
Whoa, women talking.
Dee Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, and Frances McDormand, producers.
This was such an honor, and huge congratulations to all the nominees.
Oh, my God.
I hope you really soak up this moment and enjoy everything that lies ahead.
And in case you didn't know, Saturday, February 11th is Global Movie Day. So go see the nominated movies at your local theater, tell them we sent you, and be better prepared for your Oscar pool.
And thank you for joining us, and be sure to watch the 95th Oscars live with host Jimmy Kimmel, Sunday, March 12th.
So unfortunately, RRR did not get Best Picture nomination. I'm sorry, you guys. I know you guys were championing it. And NTR did not get nominated for Best Actor. So I know you guys were gunning for that as well. But hey, we got Natu Natu in there, man. Natu Natu for Best Song. That's awesome, right? So we gotta take that W. We gotta take that win. The fact that it's nominated. And you know what? I think it's gonna win. No offense to Rihanna. No offense to Lady Gaga. But I think you and I can agree that Natu Natu is the strongest candidate in that category to win it. So I'm willing to bet my money that Natu Natu is gonna win. Michelle Yeoh, Angela Bassett. I'm 100% sure they will win acting and supporting actors. I hope so, Raw. But I think the Academy voters are gonna go for Kate Blanchett. It's gonna be her third Oscar win. I hope so. I hope you're right, though. I hope you're right. Iron Boy Wonder, Top Gun didn't get cinematography. Also, Batman. Yeah, really, right. Iron Boy Wonder, I was so surprised that the Batman didn't get cinematography. Really, that was one of the best cinematographies last year. The Batman. I was like, what the hell? That was such a shocker. How'd you all do, Aisha Jones? There were some surprises, Aisha. I gotta be honest with you. Like I said, the Batman didn't get cinematography. But Aisha, to your point, hey, All Quiet on the Western Front, huh? That's a lot of nominations. Did it amount to 10? Because I know you wanted about 10 to 11. But I think it's about, 7 categories that All Quiet on the Western Front got nominated for, right? Maybe around 7. That's still a lot. So, I'm happy for you. It's a great movie. I loved it. I didn't expect it to be nominated that many, but hey, I'm happy for it either way. I told you 3 noms for Triangle of Sadness. Yes, but you didn't mention Best Directing, Samuel. That was a surprise. The directing, that was out of left corner. I was like, whoa. But yeah, Best Picture, and what was the other one? Screenplay, and directing, I believe. Yeah. I'm surprised that the Filipino lady from Triangle of Sadness did not get nominated. But of course, there's only 5 spots available. That's totally fine. But she was amazing in that movie. I think you and I can agree. Hopefully, she gets a lot of work in Hollywood, for many years to come, because she really stood out in that movie. Sorry, the name escapes me right now. The Filipino lady. If you remember, just let me know what her name is. Raul, Lady Gaga 4th nom, right? Rama, she was nom for A Star Is Born and Shallow. That's right. The fashion movie, and this year, yes. And remember, for A Star Is Born, she got nominated for Best Actress and Best Song, and she won for Best Song. So yeah, you are correct. You're correct. Let's see, a lot of NTR. I know, a lot of NTR fans out there. You guys are in tears. You guys are crying that he didn't get in. I'm sad for you guys, and I wish he had gone in to be nominated, but he didn't. But you know what? NTR, I think, made a hell of an impression on the world with his performance in RRR, and that left a mark on a lot of audiences, and RRR made the world know about Telugu cinema. I didn't know about it until RRR came along, and it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I think we can take, or NTR fans could take pride in that. I think NTR fans could take some joy in that, the fact that RRR did make an impact this past year. So happy for Hong Chow. Yes, Aisha Jones. Oh my God. Can I show you guys my interview with Hong Chow? Please, before I end this live stream, I want to show you. I've been a big fan of Hong Chow for many years, you guys. And so I love it. I love the fact that she got nominated this year. Rama Screen. Oh, oh, she's so amazing in the whale. So amazing. Okay, we gotta go through this freaking ad first. Skip ad. Okay.
So what's it feel like
Yeah, for downsizing. I forget that movie.
So what's it feel like
Ah,
to be in Santa Barbara Film Festival this evening?
Santa Barbara's beautiful, so it's amazing to be here, and this is great company to be in. And I'm very proud to be representing Downsizing. I'm so proud of the film, and I wish that my whole Downsizing crew were here.
Yes. Fun question.
This is great company to be in. Santa Barbara's
look how giddy I look. Look how giddy I look because I was looking, making sure that the camera's pointing in the right direction. I was so happy to
beautiful,
be interviewing
so
Hong
it's
Kong.
amazing to be here, and this is great company to be in. And I'm very proud to be representing Downsizing. I'm so proud of the film, and I wish that my whole Downsizing crew were here.
Yes. Fun question. What's from the comments that Matt Damon told you to crack you up on between takes on the set?
There's too many to list. He's very funny. I don't know if most people know how funny he is, but he's a total professional. But because he's been working for so long, he has so many anecdotes from his other jobs and other films that he's worked on. So he's just a well of.
All right. You guys can watch the interview for yourself. Just put Rama Screen Hong Chow on the red carpet. Ah, love it. Aisha Jones, no Viola Davis, Daniel Deadwyler for Best Actress. Hashtag Sad Panda. I am sad for that the fact that Daniel Deadwyler did not get nominated. Viola Davis, there was no momentum for her in other awards or critic circles. So I'm not really too surprised that she did not get nominated, but I am sad and surprised that Danielle didn't get nominated. I thought Danielle did an amazing job in the movie Till. That courtroom scene, remember Aisha Jones, the courtroom scene when she was talking about her son and the way her eyes and her just trying to hold herself together because she was like breaking down in tears. That was a great scene. That was a great performance. That scene itself should have gotten her the nomination, though. So I was very surprised and sad that she did not get in. Glad category fraud was avoided and Michelle Williams was nominated in the correct category. Yes, Michelle Williams got nominated in the correct category. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Aisha Jones. Dolly De Leon, the Pinay actress, the Filipino actress from the Triangle of Sadness. I'm sad that she did not get nominated, but she was fantastic in that movie, and hopefully she gets a lot more work in Hollywood from now on. Now that everybody has noticed her, like Hollywood, please cast Dolly De Leon in all your movies, please. Raul Reynolds, so happy for Rihanna first nomination. I'm happy as well. I love Rihanna, big fan of her music, big fan of her. But we all know Natu Natu's gonna win. Natu's gonna win. I think Rihanna's just gonna be happy that she got invited to the Oscars. MCU continues to make history. Correct. Indie Phantom have to go early, but thank you, Rama, for the stream. She is a real cutie. Great interview clip. Oh, yes, thank you. I love Hong Chow. She is a cutie. In another life, I would marry Hong Chow. All right, Indie Phantom, have a good sleep over there in China. Thank you so much for chatting with me about Blonde and all the other movies, okay? I always appreciate your opinion. Have a good night, sir. So happy for Stephanie Hsu as well. Yes, me too. I'm happy. If you've seen, well, you have seen, right, Aisha Jones, Everything Everywhere All at Once. She was amazing. Now, Jamie Lee Curtis was great in Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I did not expect it to be Oscar nominee great. But when I saw Stephanie Hsu in Everything Everywhere All at Once, I was like, okay, this is Oscar worthy right there. Her performance is just like amazing. You look like a kid in a candy store. When I'm interviewing Hong Chow, yes, I look like a kid in a candy store. um, Jason Griffith, great interview. Yes, thank you, thank you. You can watch it, the rest of it. By the way, this is the same video that when I was interviewing Daniel Kaluuya. There you go. Oscar winner now, Daniel Kaluuya. Back then, when I interviewed him on the red carpet, he was just Oscar nominee. NTR for Oscar. A lot of NTR comments here. NTR. So unfortunately, NTR didn't get in. Sachin says, quite frankly, the only reason The Fablemans got nominated was because of Steven Spielberg. That is part of the reason. Steven Spielberg is a powerful, influential figure in this town, in Hollywood. And so I wouldn't rule that out as the reason. Name brand, name recognition is a big deal. It is part of the game. Sachin says, I don't think it deserves. So Sachin is not a big fan of The Fablemans. That's totally fine. You are entitled to your opinion. I love The Fablemans, but if you don't like The Fablemans, that's totally fine. Art is subjective. Raul says the Michelles got nominated and the Daniels. That's right. The Daniels from Everything Everywhere All at Once. And both Michelle Yeoh and Michelle Williams got in. Sachin says, thank you, India, for snubbing the biggest opportunity to nominate RRR. Nominate Shallow Show. That wasn't been selected. RRR was a sure shot. Yes, Sachin, I tweeted this. And I think it got a lot of retweet, got a lot of impression on Twitter. I tweeted like, why, India? Why are you not submitting RRR as your official entry film for the Oscars? Like, why? I know that RRR is not your conventional Oscar-worthy drama. The kind of Oscar-worthy drama that you would expect. It's not a cookie cutter like Oscar-worthy drama everywhere that you see. But still, that's your biggest film of the year. Why are you not supporting your biggest film of the year? Why are you not submitting your? It blows my mind. Why the Film Federation of India? I guess they live in their own bubble, and they always like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should go for some unknown low budget stuff that nobody will care about. Like I don't know what the reasoning is, but it was a huge missed opportunity on their part, and I think I hope they're regretting it now, because if I were them, I would be like beating my head against the wall. Why do we not submit RRR? So let's see here. NTR fans. Kate Blanchett can win a back-to-back Rama this year for Tar and next year for Pedro Almodovar. Pedro Almodovar new movie. Tongue twisted. That's cool. That's cool. She can win one back-to-back, definitely. The last time back-to-back win, I believe, was Tom Hanks. Philadelphia and Forrest Gump. Anybody I'm missing? Hopefully I'm a lot of NTR comments, RR comments. Since 1975, Universal Pictures' Jaws, Iron Boy Wonder was the very first movie that he was nominated for Best Picture. Okay, so you're talking about Steven Spielberg, right? Okay, yeah. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay. So for Best Picture category, the surprise was Women Talking. I love that movie, but I didn't expect it to be nominated for Best Picture. And I was, I was happy for the I think they got nominated for screenplay, deservingly so. But Best Picture, wow! I was like, now I hope everybody will get to see it, because Women Talking only got Women Talking only had been released in selected theaters and limited release. So hopefully with this Best Picture nomination, more and more people, more and more eyeballs will get to see it, and we'll get to understand why I love Women Talking. Paul Mescal, guys. Paul Mescal for Best Actor nomination. Come on. That was also out of left corner, right? As you all know, Paul Mescal is going to play, or he's going to star in the Gladiator sequel for Ridley Scott. He's going to play the grown-up Lucius, I believe. Man, Paul Mescal from after... I loved After Sun. I've seen After Sun. It was a very moody, wonderful father-daughter drama. Um, Great cinematography. Um, Charlotte, I believe is the director's name. She should have gotten nominated. She was fantastic. She's a fantastic filmmaker. But I did not expect Paul Mescal to get nominated for Best Actor. That was just like, boom. See, this is why I love the Oscars, you know? Because there are, what, 10,000 Oscar voters or 10,000 Oscar membership. So you never know who might get in to be nominated. You never know who might get a nomination. Um, because the pool is bigger than the HFPA or the Critics Circle. You know, it's bigger. There's more people voting. So they apparently think that Paul Mescal deserved this nomination, and and you know what? It was a pleasant surprise. It's not something that like kind of like, oh, why Paul Mescal? I can't believe, how dare you vote for Paul Mescal? No, it's just a pleasant surprise that he got in. I was like, wow, I did not expect that at all. So I think that's it. That's all the comment I have. All of you guys, India, thank you so much for tuning in. As I'm winding down here, Aisha Jones, Iron Boy Wonder, correct. Viola was nominated for all 4 major precursors, but no Oscar nom this morning. Yes, unfortunately so. Raul Frances McDormand is also nominated for Woman Talking. She's a 2-time Oscar Best Actress winner. Yes, correct. Raul, I think she's a 3-time. Frances McDormand has won 3 times. For Nomadland, for Fargo, and for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Remember? So see, she's a 3-time Oscar winner, just like Jack Nicholson is a 3-time Oscar winner. Daniel Day-Lewis is a 3-time Oscar winner. Meryl Streep is a 3-time Oscar winner. So they're in that category. And if Kate Blanchett wins this year, and more, it's getting likely that Kate will win. Kate will join them in that 3-time Oscar-winning winner club, if you will. You had Paul Mescal. Aisha Jones had Paul Mescal in her pool. That's amazing. You know what? I love his performance in After Sun. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't expect it to be Oscar worthy. I thought After Sun should have gone for cinematography and screenplay and directing. They snubbed her for directing. But Charlotte's a great filmmaker. But you had him in your pool. That's amazing. Oh, not a surprise to me. Okay, look at that. See, this is why we talk as film aficionados, man. We're sharing our enthusiasms, and I'm glad you have your enthusiasm for Paul Mescal. That's amazing. That 5th spot for Best Actor was tricky for sure. Yes, very, very tricky. Iron Boy Wonder, I remember people were sad Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't nominated for Best Lead Actor in Nightcrawler. Yes. Oh my God, Nightcrawler was amazing. That movie was so great. Amazing. Let's go back to Hong Chow. Look at me interviewing Hong Chow. I'm so happy she got nominated. Look how beautiful she is. So beautiful. And I, as an Asian American, I gotta shout out to Hong Chow, shout out to Michelle Yeoh, shout out to Stephanie Su. Who else am I missing? All the Asian American nominees this year. Ke Huy Quan. The Asian Americans, man, we are making our mark this year at the Oscars. So, oh yeah, I'm happy for all of them. Yeah, as an Asian American, I'm supporting all of them. Yes, Frances McDormand's in the elite group. Amy Adams needs to win for me too. Yeah, dude, Amy Adams has not won a single Oscar yet. Not even one. That is just a shame, dude. That is an abomination. Amy Adams should win one of these years. Always got nominated but never won. No, Marissa Tomei has won. Raul Reynolds, correction to you. Marissa Tomei won 1 Oscar for My Cousin Vinny. So back in 1992, I believe. So Marissa Tomei had already won 1 Oscar. But Amy Adams, always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. Not yet, at least. Not yet. Uh, Wait, Aisha, Frances McDormand has 4 Oscars? What's the 4th one for? Oh, yeah, you're right. He won for producing Nomadland. Oh, so she already got 4 Oscars for 3 elite, 3 acting, and 1 producing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, she's multi-talented, definitely. Definitely. The only category that I got absolutely killed one was cinematography, 2 out of 5. So which one do you have in your pool, Aisha Jones? I had The Batman in my pool for cinematography. That got snubbed. I was like, what the heck? And so Raw's like, maybe it's the year for us Asians, Rama. The Miss Universe also won by Asian. That's right. The Miss Universe also won by Asian. We are rolling it this year. 2023 is a great year for Asians. Yes, Aisha Jones. Yes, great year for Asian representation. So happy for y'all. Thank you. No, Natu. India is also Asia. A lot of people always, think that India may be not Asia, but India is Asia. India is South Asia. So that's another representation as well. So a lot of Asian American represent. J. Sean Griffith, it's hard for me to choose. I say all. I love it, J. Sean. You have love for all. It's like, you know what? I don't want to pick and choose. I'm gonna spread my love for all of y'all. Okay? I got. My heart is big enough for all y'all. That's amazing, J. Sean. Iron Boy Wonder. Next year, 2023 predictions. Dune Part 2 will be also Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. With George Miller Furiosa. Oh, by the way, All Quiet on the Western Front is basically this year's Mad Max Fury Road. Remember Mad Max Fury Road? Got nominated for Best Picture and all the technical categories. The same thing with All Quiet on the Western Front, Best Picture and all the technical categories. So, and Best International Film. So I'm happy for All Quiet on the Western Front. Jay Sean's like, can't decide. That's totally fine, man. That's totally fine. Raul says, I'm 1/3 Indonesian, 1/3 Indian, and German. Yeah, Indonesia represented in The Last of Us this past Sunday. Woohoo! Okay, you guys, I think that's about it. All the other comments are all NTR related, RR related. I want to thank all of you, Jayshawn, Aisha, Raul, who else? Indie Phantom, Iron Boy Wonder, Samuel Blashon says, I'm also Asian. I'm half French, half Afghan. Hello, Samuel. Raul says, I'm happy whoever wins. Being nominated for Oscar means a long life movie career and long life work on the big screen. That is correct. So thank you so much. And thank you, everybody from India that tuned in the chat room, tuned into the live stream, supporting our. Thank you, Sachin. Let Natu steal the show. All you guys for joining me on this live stream this morning. I'm so happy that I'm not doing this live stream by myself, because there have been many years in the past where I did a live stream of Oscars nominations announcement. I'm like, oh, nobody's in the chat room. I feel so alone. But you guys made me feel special. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for exchanging your opinions and your predictions and stuff like that, and your reactions. And join me, you guys, on March 12th for the Oscar ceremony. Immediately after the ceremony, I'll be doing a live post reaction of that event. So March 12th on ABC, 95th Oscars. I can't believe it. 5 years left to go till the centennial, the 100th anniversary of Academy Awards. That's amazing. And we're all going to be there to witness it. All right, you guys, thank you so much. And Aisha Jones, let's do this again next year. Oh, why wait next year? Let's do this again in March after the ceremony. We'll do another post reaction, okay? We'll talk about movies some more. And thank you, Jay Sean. Thank you, everybody. Now I'm going to go to sleep enjoy your Twitter reactions on on Twitter and all the headlines on the news right now. Thank you, Sachin. Sleep well. Take care. Have a good night, everybody. Sleep well. Take care. Subscribe.